Hey guys, it's your boy Mikey here back with another video, and today we are going to continue our tier list of the best Marvel movies after my rewatch. So let's get started. So last time we did all of these amazing movies. We did Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1, Volume 2, Ant-Man and Wasp, Captain America, all of those amazing movies that you see on the screen here. But now we are continuing our quest, and we are going to still be doing a part 3, sadly. And also, yeah, so let's get started. The first movie that we have on our list here is a very bad movie. And you should all know that because of its thing that it did in theaters. So the first movie we have on our part 2 is The Incredible Hulk. Me and the Incredible Hulk have like some kind of relationship. Like, I used to like him. I used to love him. It was my favorite MCU movie. After my rewatch 10 years later, hated it. Never watching it again. And that's gonna lead me to put it in D. Worse than Captain Marvel. Really bad. I hated the story. I hated the Hulk. I didn't want them to keep that Hulk. Good decision in Avengers. I hated it, like the Hulk himself. Like his design looked so weird, and they took the population of Hulk and expanded it to make it really bad. I hate it. Incredible Hulk. I don't know what the heck happened to you after my later rewatch. Seriously, I hate you. Incredible Hulk. Never watching you again. Iron Man 2. Now I think we did not rank any of the Iron Man movies. Here we have Iron Man 2. Not a great start. Listen, it's C. I'm going to put it in C. Middle of C. When I watched it in 2017, when I was at home one day, when I was with my mom and I watched at home one day, I thought to myself, this ain't a bad movie. This is actually after my new rewatch, I was like, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. I used to hate it. I used to put it in D, it was the worst Marvel movie I saw. But after my new rewatch, I put it a little bit higher, but it's still not the greatest. It's where Age of Ultron and Doctor Strange is. It's the middle. Listen, I don't love it, and I also don't like it. So that's where it belongs. I like the movie though. The bad guy's pretty good, and Tony Stark in this movie is actually amazing. Is actually pretty good, but he is not as good as Iron Man 1, as we will get to in a minute. So let's move on to the next movie. Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is a very good movie. I wouldn't say it's the best out of all of them, but it's really good. I'm going to put it in A. How about Last of It? It's pretty good. So when Iron Man 2 came out, after Iron Man 2, I thought to myself, they're never going to make a third Iron Man. It's no way that's happening. And then, boom. They didn't really need a third Iron Man. I didn't get what they made a third Iron Man. I felt like Iron Man 2 ruined the population. But after Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, I thought Marvel was dead. I didn't think the Avengers would be good at all. I thought it would be the worst Marvel movie. But then I saw it. We'll get to that later. But this movie is pretty good. I just didn't think they deserved a third movie. It's really good though. I really like the bad guy. I like Pepper in this movie. I like Tony Stark. Lots of action, and yeah, it's pretty good. But they forgot about the kid at the end, and that kid, forget his name. We watched it 2 months ago. Story has been a long time. I started with Iron Man 2 maybe 3 months-ish ago. 4 months-ish ago, and then I got to Avengers Endgame and everything. So when I got to this movie, I was like, okay, maybe I should not watch it. And then I just watched it, and I was like, hey, it ain't so bad. I really liked it, because before I hadn't seen Iron Man 3, it was new to me, and I kind of liked it. I'm gonna put it in A. Okay, here is the best movie. The best Iron Man out of all of them. I'm kidding. Not that harsh. It is an S. S, 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 S. The first Iron Man is the one that started it all. And it did amazing. Having over more than 50-ish movies, this is the one that started it all. And I loved it. I loved it all. Like, I cried some scenes. Like, all of my emotions came to this one movie. And kind of like Endgame. And nothing beats Endgame. We're not doing the categories. I'm just putting it in S. That's all. And I love this, okay? I love this movie. It's really good. Okay. Black Panther. Now, as I said, I watched all these movies. And yes, I did watch Black Panther. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I need to blow my nose. I'm sniffling. Sorry about that. Black Panther is a pretty good movie. Like, I haven't seen it before I rewatched it. Because when it came out, I didn't have the time to see it and everything. So I didn't have a time to see it at all. But it's a pretty good movie. It's really good. It's amazing, actually. It's not the best, though. I wouldn't call it the best. I'm going to put it in C. I'm going to put it in B. B. Yeah, I'm going to put it in B. It belongs in B because, it was so boring in the middle, but then it got a little bit better. I'm sorry, Chadwick Boseman. I know you died, but you should have just lived a longer life and been in the second one, because I half fell asleep in the second one. And we'll get to the second one later, which is, I think, like, at the bottom of the list. So, like, yeah, I didn't think they needed a Black Panther movie until, like, 2020. But then Chadwick Boseman died and everything. But he made it for Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, which is a round of applause, please. Okay. Homecoming, yes. Last video was supposed to do Homecoming first, but then I didn't have the time to. Homecoming is a really good movie. It's actually amazing. Here's why I like Homecoming. First of all, it's the first real movie with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. And I thought Tom Holland was the best Spider-Man. And I liked how Tony Stark, before he died, he wanted to do a movie with this guy. And he did. He expelled it. And also, this is a spoiler video. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the last video. But I liked all the cast, too. Like, this plot was amazing. It didn't get me bored at all. The only part I kind of fell asleep in was at the beginning, because, like, I didn't know who this guy was. I didn't know who he was. And waiting for the end credits took me shorter than I thought. But it's a pretty good movie. I like it. And at the end, when they said Spider-Man will return, there was a big smile on my face. You should have seen it. I was so happy that Spider-Man would return in Infinity War and Endgame. And probably in the next Avengers movies. Anyway, let's move on to Thor. Thor is a very good series. We are finally starting the Thor series. And Thor Love and Thunder is there. Okay. Thor is a pretty good movie. It's actually, I'm going to put it in A. A because, first of all, it expelled how narrow it was. I know that doesn't even make sense, but, like, if you think of it, it was a pretty good movie. Like, I didn't get the beginning. I thought Loki would have been a good guy. There was some surprises on my face. After Iron Man 2, when they saw the hammer, Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 1? I think that was Iron Man 1. After they saw the hammer, I was like, ooh, good, Thor is coming. I read the comic books. I know that he's coming. Yay! And after I thought the Thor movie before my rewatch, like the order rewatch I had, I thought it would have been C. But then I watched it again and I was like, oh damn. Why would I put it in like C or D? And then and now I think it's a pretty good movie. I like Loki. Everything's just amazing. The reason why I can't put it in S is because of one problem. It was too short. I wanted more. I wanted to see more of the movie. It was way too short than like Thor Love and Thunder or Thor The Dark World or Thor Ragnarok. But like it's the shortest Thor movie. I mean it's the one that started it all, but yeah. And it was phase 1, I guess. And the cast looked really old. Like look at Thor there. Okay. Thor the Dark. Do I even have to say anything about this? Alright. So I didn't want to say anything about that movie. So next we have Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok I am still watching, surprisingly, because I forgot about it. Exactly, I literally forgot about it until when I was done it and I was ready to film my first scene of the tier list video. I saw this movie on it and I was going to record it last week, but then I had to watch like on Monday, but then I had to film this video, but then I saw Thor Ragnarok on this list, and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot about this movie. So I went to go watch it, and I'm in the middle of it, and I think so far it's a pretty good movie, but I'm not going to count it on this list. Yeah, because I'm still in the middle of it. I'll make a separate video of maybe in like 5 years. I'll do one of these every year. Next year, and I'll be putting this one in a real tier list. So, sorry, you're there right now. Avengers! Do, 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 do. Avengers, you are amazing. After my newer rewatch on Avengers, I thought, what the hell was this movie? 10 years ago, I hated it. 10 years later, I loved it. What the hell was I thinking? This movie is amazing. It has a great idea, bringing the whole team together. And when this movie came out, it was like the best movie of all time. So, wow, I love it. Quick change, I'm just going to put Spider-Man 1 here, Spider-Man 2 here, Spider-Man 3 here, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man is going to be up here, and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to be right there. That should fix it a little bit. So yeah, let's move on to the first real series on this tier list. This is where some of the series start to begin with WandaVision. WandaVision, okay, you know what? Let's make a deal. I'll get back to the series later. I'm going to rank Shang-Chi and all these movies next time. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.